Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. I am Chair of the Board, Rick Vest. To my left, Vice Chair Krista Yoakum, and to her left, Commissioner Matt Schulte. To my right is Commissioner Sean Flowerday. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Clerk, please begin the meeting.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located at the wall of the rear of the hearing room. All written materials to be discussed at today's meeting can be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Printing options are available upon request. Brings us to item 1, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on June 3rd, 2025.
I move approval.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Schulte.
Yep.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 2, claims. Item 2A, approval of the claims processed through June 6, 2025.
I move approval of the claims.
Second.
Motion and second to approve item 2A. Please call the roll.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Schulte.
Yep.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries. 2B, approval of the claims including billings for goods and services beyond the 90-day time period provided in Nebraska Revised Statute 23-135. One from the county engineer dated June 9th, 2025 for a total of $269,267.94, and oil and propane dated June 9th, 2025 for a total of $6,548.08.
I move approval of these claims.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve item 2B, 1 and 2. Please call the roll.
Schulte.
Yep.
Yoakum.
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 3, consent items. These are routine business items expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are the approval of A, amendments to the following county contracts: C-23-0505 with Summit Fire Protection Company for the fire extinguisher inspection, testing, and maintenance services. C-23-0506 with Safety Clean Systems for the annual service for washer and recycling solvent. C-24-0684 with Garcia Chicone Enterprises Incorporated for on-call guardrail repair and replacement services. B, right-of-way contracts with the following: K&K Agland LLC, Denise Schagmeyer, Northwest 56th Street and West Davie Road, in the total amount of $434. Windhoek Hunt Country Association, South 120th Street and A Street, in the total amount of $2,827. C, change order 2 to county contract C-25-0269 with JMN Construction LLC for additional bridge deck repairs and extend the closure timeframe. D, change order 1 to county contract C-25-0226 with Straight Line Striping Incorporated to extend the project completion date. Change order 1 to county contract C-25-0328 with Pavers Incorporated to add additional work and increase the number of working days. Utility permit 2639 with Segra Fiber for installation along North 148th Street. G, grant contracts with the following. Funding is from the Joint Budget Committee for the term of July 1, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. The Asian Community and Cultural Center for the Family Resource Program in the amount of $51,750. Bridge Behavioral Health for the Safe Passage Behavioral Health Engagement Site Program in the amount of $66,125.40. CASA for Lancaster County for the Court Advocacy for At-Risk Children Program in the amount of $18,630. The Center for People in Need for the People's Pantry Program in the total amount of $58,784.52. Fresh Start for the Transitional Shelter Program in the amount of $31,050, and Matt Talbot Kitchen Outreach for the Hunger Relief and Transitional Housing Program in the amount of $33,975.95. And H, receive and place on file the following reports for May 2025 from Clerk of District Court, Records Management, Assessor Register of Deeds, and the County Clerk.
I move approval of the consent items.
Motion and second to approve the consent items. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries. 4, new business. 4A, appointments to the Aging Partners Area-Wide Advisory Council for a term of July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2028. And there are 2 for Jackie Greenfield and Nate Woods.
Hi, good morning, County Board Chair Vest and members of the Lancaster County Board. I'm Kay Wenzel, the Assistant Director at Aging Partners, and we're at 600 South 70th. And I will sign in quick. I have with me today 2 members that we are looking for approval and appointment to our Agency Advisory Council, Jackie Greenfield and Nate Woods, or Greenfield, sorry. And both have quite a bit of experience that is pertinent and will be especially helpful to our agency. Ms. Greenfield is a lifelong Lincoln resident. She's a retired registered nurse and has extensive experience volunteering with hospice organizations, the Clinic with the Heart program, and has been a 28-year volunteer with the International Quilt Museum. So her interests run wide and varied. So her knowledge in those areas will really benefit us with the health programming services that we provide to Lancaster County and our other programs. Mr. Woods is an Army veteran. He's past assistant director of the Malone Center here in Lincoln and has spent time working with Cedars Youth Services as well as the National ABLE program. And this one is of particular interest to us because National ABLE funds training and job placement programs for older adults, and Aging Partners has benefited from that program. We currently have 1 or 2 such individuals at our office and have hired some on as part-time employees after their National ABLE service is done. So he's well-versed in that, and that's exciting for us to have those connections again. We look forward to tapping into their expertise, and they are both Lincoln High alums, so go Lynx.
There is no question.
It helps.
Yes.
It helps.
So, be happy to answer any questions, or if you'd like to have them say a few words.
Well, yeah, thank you all for being here this morning. Ms. Greenfield, would you like to add anything else in way of introduction or why this is a valuable service for yourself?
Well, I've been involved with Aging Partners probably since the 90s. One of my very first things I did down there was they had us come down to where there was a kind of a craft thing, and they had us come down and show what we were doing and stuff. And so I was there in the early 90s, and then I've done classes and things. In fact, I'm doing 3 classes right now, so I thought maybe I could give back a little bit by coming and doing.
Been doing this for a long time. Thank you. Mr. Woods, anything you'd like to?
Not in particular. I'm just happy to be, hopefully, to be a part of Aging Partners and the process and how that all works, and try to help us older adults, me included, some things happen in our community.
Yeah.
So
we live in a community where, as commissioners, we get to see a lot of different committees and groups, and having volunteers, the quality, caliber of you two is what makes our community so rich. One of the things that helps us is having a lot of people take their life skills and their insights and sharing them with others. So I really appreciate you coming on board here. And I guess, commissioners, anything you'd like to add or ask at this time?
No, I think we have two really quality candidates here. I've known Nate from his work with youth more, but really since high school. So when you said older people even knew that hurt a little bit.
Seasoned.
Seasoned, yes, that's our word now, seasoned.
But yeah, this is a great opportunity.
Very good.
All right, thank you very much.
I would
Move
entertain-
approval.
Yep.
Second.
Motion second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Best.
Yes, thank you all.
Thank you.
Go Lynx.
4B, setting the annual salary for Brittany Lewitt, Chief Deputy Public Defender, in the amount of $171,569.23, effective July 1, 2025.
Good morning. Christy Avery, Lancaster County Public Defender. I brought Brittany with me so that you could meet her and she could introduce herself a little bit. This memorandum is before the board. As you know, Jen Holden, our former juvenile chief, left May 2nd. And so we interviewed 5 people and Brittany's the winner. So we feel that Brittany is the most qualified. She was with legal aid for quite a while. Then she came to our office and she worked in juvenile court. She recently transferred from felonies to misdemeanors and mental health. And now she's looking forward to stepping into this new position. She'll work with training some of the newer attorneys that come into the office as well, which I think is very helpful. Because it used to be in the public defenders that there were just a bunch of, the good old boys and the old people who had been there for a long time. And now we are experiencing, turnover, and people get older and they retire. And so we've got a lot of new attorneys in the office that need that training. So I'm asking that you approve that, and I'd like to quit talking and let Brittany tell you about herself.
Okay. Thank you. Christy pretty much introduced me. I was at Legal Aid of Nebraska right out of law school. I was there for a little under 6 years, then came to work for the county in the public defender's office. I did do primarily juvenile court work while at Legal Aid, doing abuse and neglect cases, worked as guardian ad litem, represented parents, so I have experience with that side of the system, even though our office doesn't do those cases right now. I very much enjoy working with younger attorneys. It's something I've been doing a lot. It's been great to kind of be able to do that more, going back to the misdemeanor team, working with law clerks on the mental health board, training them. And so I'm excited to help our new attorneys get onboarded and running and help them with all the issues and things that come up. So hopefully I can help move our office forward in a positive way and have some good people going forward in the future once we're all gone. So that's my hope. So thank you.
And there's a change to my memo. We are asking that this be effective July 10. That's the first day of the next payroll period. So, and I was wrong. Brittany's been with us 10 and a half years, not 11. She just recently got her 10-year award, and I was thinking that those run a year late, but it was a half a year late for her. So
It's okay to round up once in a while, too. One question, Christy. I'm seeing the requested rate is an increase from the previous rate. What can you talk
it's
a
an
little?
increase from Brittany's current salary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her salary is listed at the $116,746. The 171 is due to it being 90% of the elected salary.
Which is consistent
That's
with
what,
what-
yeah, that's what Jen Holden was making, and so that's what we're
I
asking.
just wanted to clarify.
Yep, that's where that came from.
Any questions for either of these individuals? I would entertain a motion.
Move approval.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
4C, an interlocal agreement with Saunders County for the design and construction of a bridge located in Saunders County. The cost will reimburse Saunders County for 1/2 of the cost of construction, estimated at $182,000.
Morning, Larry Legg, Assistant County Engineer from Lancaster County. It's an interlocal agreement. The bridge is on the county line, about 3/10 of a mile west of Highway 77 on Ashland Road. So it's a shared bridge, and this is our 50% of the replacement cost of that bridge. As soon as we get this signed here, we'll send it to Saunders County, and they can process it through their board. So, any questions?
We've been hearing about this for a little bit. We knew it was coming.
Yes. It took a while for Lancaster County and Saunders County to agree on what it really should look like.
I move approval.
Second.
Motion second to approve. I guess, I assume, Larry, that we went with our plan and not Saunders County.
We,
Not that it matters.
no, we actually cooperated and collaborated. It's just.
That's the right answer.
Exactly. We have a tendency to address erosion before it happens in Lancaster County if we can, and that's really where we just changed the design and modified the design on the outlet of the box culvert that they're putting in.
Very
So.
good. Thank you, sir. Please call the roll.
Schulte?
Yep.
Yocum?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Motion carries.
So I know those Saunders County guys. I mean, a lot of the board members. Well, I went to school with some of them, so.
Yeah.
Very good.
Item 4D, a contract with Subsurface Incorporated to provide CIPP culvert liners countywide. The cost of the county is not to exceed $350,000.
Again, this is a contract for our culvert liner program. It's a very lucrative program for us, especially where we have paved roads. It saves money. It reduces the impact to the public. What this contract does, it establishes prices for the various sizes of liners so that instead of putting it out for bid, we can simply do a purchase order and have the contractor come in and do these liners. That's what we thought we had in place. It wasn't, this will take care of us for a couple of years now.
Move approval.
Second.
Just out of curiosity, Larry, how many culverts do you think this contract will provide liners for?
If it all depending on size, that it's the ones we currently have lined up. A good percentage of them are smaller culverts, 24 inches, 2 foot in diameter. I believe we should get about 15 of them. There again, I just don't know. I do know we have them selected. We're simply waiting for this so we can get purchase order and get them going.
And we've talked about this before. This is something the engineering department has chosen because it's a lot cheaper than replacing culverts in their entirety, but it extends the life by a great deal.
Extend the life. It's very durable. It's a fiberglass material, and it's about a break even in some cases. But the benefit is they can come in and do 3 of these in a day, as opposed to spending a week and a half replacing one pipe culvert with the road closed, and they can do it under traffic. So it's also safer and less inconvenience to the public overall. That's one of the big benefits to it. It's hard to quantify that sometimes, but there. And then, we don't do it unless it makes economic sense. If it's cheaper to dig up the road and put the culvert in, we'd dig up the road and put the culvert in.
Very good. Thank you for that. Please call the roll.
Schulte?
Yep.
Yocum?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Motion carries. 4E, designating project engineer Karen Wilson as the county's authorized representative to act on behalf of the county in all dealings with the state of Nebraska pertaining to the Brick Hazard Mitigation Grant EMK-2022-BR-006-008.
This is a grant that we obtained to really do evaluation of the watershed and the erosion potential for several of our structures. We did a review of most of the, I'm going to say, we focused on the northern and western side of the county. And then we evaluated and prioritized the top 25 sites where we need to address some issues with the erosion. We haven't, that's where we're at right now. The next step is to continue that review process. And what this will do will allow Karen Wilson, one of the engineers in our office, to to really administer and I guess, oversee this project without bringing every little step to the board. Very similar to the program agreements we see with our federal aid projects for the transportation side.
I move approval.
Second.
Motion and second to approve item E. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries. 4F, recommendation from the purchasing agent on behalf of the county engineer to award a contract to Tim Cisco Construction LLC for the replacement of County Bridge C-262 in the total amount of $131,105.40.
Morning, again, Larry Legg, Lancaster County Engineering's office. This Bridge C-262, it's in very poor shape. We've had to do maintenance to it. It's load posted. What this project does, it actually builds a road alongside the drainage way. It eliminates a structure off of our system, and it actually, I guess, ensures that the people that live at the end of this road will have access. $130,000, you can't even hardly replace a culvert for that. So this is a very, very good deal.
My favorite kind of bridge replacement.
Pardon?
I said my favorite kind of bridge replacement.
Yeah, eliminate the bridge, you betcha. So that's what this is. Took us a long time to actually settle on this. The board's been well involved with it. This is a very good bid. In fact, it's less than I thought it would be. So we wanted to proceed with it.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion second to approve Goodwin to knock off.
Yeah.
Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries. Brings us to 4G, a recommendation from the purchasing agent on behalf of the county engineer to award a contract to Van Kirk Brothers Contracting for the replacement of County Bridge J138, the total amount of $731,015.85.
It's another one of our bridges that was in poor condition. We got the design. There's also a little bit of a road shift involved with this because the channel parallels the road. We have a lot of those places in Lancaster County. We're placing it with a concrete box culvert. Bid came in very favorable. We had estimated somewhere in $1 million range. You know, this is $200 and some thousand less. We're really getting some good bids on these bridge replacement and other projects. Ready to go. They'll start construction later this fall after the migratory bird and bat season is done.
I can't see, what road is that on?
Excuse me?
What road is that on?
That's
I
on
can't.
120th.
Okay.
Yeah, just south of A Street.
Okay.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion second to approve. Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries. 4H, a franchise agreement with Spectrum Mid-America LLC, locally known as Charter Communications, to grant a non-exclusive license to erect, construct, operate, and maintain a cable television system within the county right-of-way. The county will receive 5% of Charter's gross revenues for each calendar year.
Good morning. My name is Dayton Murdy. I'm the Senior Manager of Government Affairs for Charter Communications. This franchise agreement is a renewal. We've been operating in the county for quite a while now, but the agreement that we're currently under is expiring in early July. I've been working with the county attorney, Ms. Candace Behrens, on the terms of this new agreement. So I'm just here to answer any questions you all might have about the terms.
Commissioners? I don't believe anything's changed, sir. Is that correct?
So the legalese of the agreement is relatively new. So originally the county was under a franchise agreement with Time Warner Cable. Time Warner Cable was acquired by Charter Communications, and so this agreement follows the model language of Charter's franchise agreements. We have about 10,000 franchise agreements nationwide. a good number of them follow this same kind of setup. And so the major changes in the agreement are just kind of with that setup, but it still covers all the same points.
No significant changes in responsibilities by the county or any obligations on it?
Nope. No, yeah, exactly. No significant changes in any of that.
And the rate of compensation remains unchanged as well, as I understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Any other questions, commissioners?
No, thank you for those. I move approval.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Any further comments? Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank
Please
you.
call the roll.
Schulte?
Yep.
Yocum?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Motion carries. For I, agreement with Lana Yvonne Sheldon, LADC, to perform substance abuse evaluations and prepare written reports and recommendations for individuals at the Mental Health Crisis Center.
Move approval?
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Please call the roll.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Schulte?
Yes.
Yocum?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Motion carries. For J, contracts with the following for furniture and moving services for county records management. One, Office Interiors and Design Incorporated, an amount not to exceed $66,899.33. And Midwest Storage Solutions Incorporated, in an amount not to exceed $89,594.
I move approval.
Second.
Had a chance to chat with our records management gentleman the other day and talk about how many boxes they're moving and all the technology that makes this easy, but it's still a lot of stuff to move.
Very good. Motion and a second to approve. Please call the roll.
Yocum?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Schulte?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Motion carries. 4K, a contract with the Lincoln Journal Star for publishing legal notices and all other verbiage to conduct city, county, and public building commission business. The cost of the county is not to exceed $13,000.
Move approval?
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte?
Yep.
Yocum?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 5, public comment. Members of the public wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Any members of the public wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda, please come forward. Any members of the public wishing to speak? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please proceed.
Item 6, announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting, including budget hearings, on Thursday, June 12th, 2025, at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, June 17th, 2025, at 9 a.m., with the Board of Equalization immediately following in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on LNK TV. LNK TV is available on Allo Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 1300. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. LNK TV apps are available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Item 7 is adjournment.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Schulte?
Yep.
Yocum?
Yes.
Flowerday?
Yes.
Vest?
Yes. We
Motion
are
carries.
adjourned. Thank you, everyone.